LeBron James added to his illustrious playoff resume on Wednesday with his fourth career postseason buzzer beater. Coming up over on ESPN, he tries to add another achievement by winning his 13th consecutive first-round series. The suits are back.
Like them suits.
In a matter of minutes over on ESPN.
Glad LeBron's son let him wear a suit.
John Wall and the Wizards will attempt to stave off elimination versus the Raptors. The good news for Washington is they're at home, where they're at perfect 8-0 the past two postseasons. NBA Countdown starts now.
Welcome to NBA Countdown, presented by Mountain Dew Kickstart.
Welcome inside Studio 1 here in the Heineken Seaport District in New York. Paul Pierce, Jalen Rose in the building. Chauncey Billups is here. I'm Michelle Beadle. We got a trio of Game 6s across our network tonight.
Some good games
tonight. Good night.
Yeah.
Not only postseason implications, but potential major off-season impact as well. And we will start with the game about to tip off over on ESPN News, Wizards-Raptors. Now, as mentioned, the Wizards are at home, where they are undefeated the past two postseasons. Conversely, the Raptors are just 8-31 on the road in the playoffs. That's the second worst among all franchises in NBA history. Washington facing elimination down 3-2. Toronto looking to avoid a Game 7. Who's under more pressure, Paul? Raptors or Wizards?
Raptors. They're the #1 seed. They played all year long to get the #1 seed, home court advantage in the playoffs. And you look at them, they've had no success in the playoffs like they've wanted. You know, they've had playoff failures. So for them to lose this game and be forced into a Game 7 where the pressure is going to really be on, and they've lost Game 7s in the past.
Oh, look at that's not good.
They've just been a disappointment. It's the pressure's all on them to just get at least past the first round. We're talking about the first round to the #1 seed. All the pressure's on them. So they're going to have to step up. Lowry has to come with it. DeRozan been doing his thing.
Paul Pierce, I respectfully disagree with you.
Really?
Tonight. Yes, because guess what? If they lose tonight, you still can fight another day. You still have a Game 7. If the Wizards lose, the season's over. It's done. It's a wrap. So to me, the pressure's on the Wizards to try to extend the series. Flat out, point blank, period.
I'm rolling with Big Shot on this one. You're facing elimination tonight, Washington. You got a ball. Otto Porter may not play. They haven't fared well in these type of situations recently either. We could talk about the Raptors' lack of success, but the Wizards haven't achieved their goals the last couple of years as well, especially with that all-star level backcourt. The pressure's on them, P.
Yeah, but this is a #1 seed we're talking about, and the expectations around Toronto is, can the Toronto Raptors get to the finals? Now, if we see they're struggling with an 8th seed going to Game 7, we're going to be like, you know, we're not too sure about these guys. Come on. You know, they're not the Boston Celtics of 2008 that won 7 games in the first round, 7 games in the second round. We knew what we had, but this team, nobody believes in them. Nobody has faith in them. So they have to go out here and close this series out so people can say, all right, Toronto, they're going to be a force to reckon with in the East.
I mean, what about that? They are the top seed.
They're the top seed.
I'm not taking anything away from them because it's going to be a long series, because coming into this year, both of these teams had similar expectations. Just the Raptors played a lot better in the regular season, and the Wizards were a disappointment. So I want to give them credit for their journey so far.
Yeah, and they're our top seed, but, you know, you look at all the things that have happened in the Eastern Conference, right? You look at the injuries that Boston sustained. I mean, obviously, if they have Kyrie and Hayward, they're probably easily the #1 seed. It didn't happen. It happens. Injuries. Cleveland, 3 or 4 different teams they've had this season. Things happen. So Toronto done a good job of taking advantage of the opportunity, but I think we can all agree they're not a bona fide #1 seed in any conference, although they've had a good year. And that's what they're proving to everybody. You're in a dogfight with the 8th seed, a dogfight with the 8th seed. And that's probably what you're alluding to.
That's exactly what I'm alluding to. You're not supposed to be struggling with an 8th seed in the first round if you're going to be taken seriously. That's all I'm saying.
I think Paul's going big picture, and you guys are taking it quite literally that they need to win to not be eliminated. I like both of what we're doing right here. And that's a good start to a Friday night, gentlemen.